EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
No, we changed it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The Ravens at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. If you look at this Browns defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Play action. Now Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. If you look at this Browns defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
There's no time now. That's pretty far.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion, there goes Bell. Fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one downfield for Tillman. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Jackson throwing once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. 75 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Ravens 10. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hey, alert, alert!
Off of play action, it's Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Watson, off play action. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game
is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go!
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Shreds the tackle. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think that. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play there, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Runs through the contact. Still fighting for more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep.
And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. This one downfield for Tillman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Martin Emerson. Anderson. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Lamar changing the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
13.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is